Questions are being raised about groundwater safety here in the western part of Kern County. I'm Maddie Volmer, your neighborhood reporter, and a local farmer from McKittrick says that he's worried about the state review and how it may have a negative impact on local water use. Beneath farmland in McKittrick, a quiet but high-stakes dispute is unfolding over the groundwater below the surface.
They're trying to say that the water under our farm is not usable for farming. And we're disputing that. We're trying to fight against that.
Brad says his family has been fighting for years to prove the water under their farm is safe for agriculture. The State Water Resource Control Board is moving forward with the plan to reclassify groundwater in parts of western Kern County, saying it's not suitable for drinking or farming.
Rather than trying to restore something that never actually naturally met those conditions, we're essentially saying instead what we're going to do is we're going to draw the line and say this doesn't meet drinking water standards. It probably never met drinking water standards. It probably never could have been used as a source of agricultural supply.
The board says the water is naturally very salty and contains minerals that can damage crops. They say that's why farmers in the area have imported water from canals and aqueducts. But Croker disagrees. He points to troubling state peer-reviewed studies that show industrial wastewater from oil fields stored in nearby ponds that may be silently migrating underground, potentially contaminating the groundwater and raising long-term safety concerns.
They've been operating for over 60 years out here, dumping their wastewater and contaminating the groundwater out here. And it's affected us, it's affected our farm, it's affected our family, and we're concerned that it could affect other residents of Kern County. The water's moving in the direction of Button Willow.
The ponds Croker is referencing are owned by Valley Water Management, a nonprofit organization that says it safely manages oil field wastewater in Kern County under state permits. I reached out to Valley Water Management and they sent this in a statement that reads in part, quote, "Its fully permitted facilities are managed utilizing best practices to maintain the high and evolving industry and regulatory standards set by state and local regulators for such facilities," end quote. In documents reviewed by 23ABC, scientists hired by the state found evidence that wastewater from ponds have been detected in multiple groundwater layers below the McKittrick area. The documents read in part, quote, "Concentration measurements for wells screened in upper and lower Tulare formations downstream of the McKittrick 1 and 1-3 infiltration ponds, available in the GeoTracker database, confirm the presence of wastewater discharged in the infiltration ponds," end quote. This means water from the ponds is moving underground, potentially toward nearby communities like Button Willow. But the state says these findings won't change their plan, insisting the groundwater is still being carefully managed under existing permits.
They're allowed to use that area how they've been using it for the past 70 years. If they decide to dispose of a heck of a lot more water, and then I think we're going to have to take a hard look at it and say, well, maybe you're going to push the limits of this. Maybe this could overflow. Maybe this could spread in a different way. But as long as they keep the operations as they have been keeping them, I think our technical teams are saying there's not really going to be a problem.
Brad says that he will continue to watch closely as the state moves forward with their review. Reporting for 23ABC, I'm Maddie Volmer, your neighborhood reporter.